Hey, what's up guys? The Panda King here. Today we're playing the Stanley Parable, which is an awesome game that I have seen played before, and probably you guys have seen played before as well. But, but I'll still run you through what it is. It's a really cool game with a bunch of different endings about a guy named Stanley. And Inception. Look at the Inception. It's Inception. Okay, let's begin the game. Now, I've only played this once, and that was with a friend. It's funny. So, yeah.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'll shut up and let it play the thing.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was...
Turn the audio up just a little bit. Ah. I'll start it again. Sorry.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Just happened. Did it really just crash?
And although
Oh no,
others might
that's
have
good.
considered it
Sorry.
soothing, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I do know one really wow. This door's open. Or what? It just came out of... Did you see that? Just roll. Okay, that made no sense. Now, I do know one thing about this game, is that the narrator, who is awesome, he pushes you along when you, like, if I dawdle here for a little bit, he'll push me out of the room, or he'll try and, it's pretty funny. Okay. Why can't I? Damn it, why did I close the door? I'll get out at some point, obviously. What's this say? Does it say I hate Mondays? Really? Can I press buttons? Boring job. Told him how long to press it for as well? I mean, really? Okay, I'm confused why I can't get out this door. Well, begin the game again. Just wondering what that said. Really? Why can't I get out this door? Maybe the narrator will get me out of it at some point. Just explore. Look at that painting. I don't know why I can't get out yet. Shouldn't I close the door? Restart it again. This is not a good start. This is not a good start. Okay, so we're out. Terrible start.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I think we're gonna follow his orders, because I know you can not follow his orders, but we're gonna follow his orders. Awaiting input. Oh wow, I pressed a button. Huh. Can walk up onto his desk. Okay. I hate Mondays. Thought that's what that cup said. This is weird. This is weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's just follow what he says. Okay. Let's go. Clock.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I love how this is an actual template on PowerPoint. I'm sure you guys use PowerPoint, but this is one of the templates has that wave thingy. That's to assure employees that everything is okay. This is funny. To do. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Okay. To do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market pyramid. Monetize free to play. Bunch of different stuff. Let's just keep going. Broom closet. I want to go in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I like this broom.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
See what I
just
mean?
an empty broom closet.
See how
no
he pushes
reason
you
to still
along?
Be here.
He doesn't want me to stay here, but I want to stay here. I like this ranch. It was wild.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, I walk upstairs. Right, you can never see outside. Can I not get through here? Obviously not. This looks luxurious. Executive bathroom. Ooh, I've never seen an executive bathroom. Oh, this must be the receptionist's desk. There's double doors, so this must be the office. Chair. Oh, there's the office.
Stepping into his
that
manager's
was creepy.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Wait,
What he could not have known
I
was that
didn't
the
know I had a little
keypad behind
cursor.
the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Sheer luck.
He stepped into
That's
the
it.
newly
I'm a
opened
lucky
passageway.
guy. Where's the passage? Oh, I see it. Sounds creepy. Come on, there can't be. God, this is creepy. We're not playing a horror game, are we? I hope I haven't stumbled upon a horror game by accident. Because I'm not very good at horror.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
That's weird. Oh, well, that's good. It's too dark. too dark.
Stanley
There's no
walked straight
jumps.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's an escape there. And then there's someone that's... Am I going to step in here? I'm going to lose complete control and die. Ooh, a light bulb.
The lights rose on
Oh,
an
what the hell?
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Not leave now. Shit. Uh-oh. I'm kind of finding everything out in the first shot. Obviously. It's cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to
Oh, wow.
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Jeez.
co-workers.
But
The
where's
lives of so
427?
many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Where's
And Stanley,
427?
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is mean. This is weird. This is creepy.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the
Alright.
only reason he was happy with his boring job?
427.
That his emotions had been manipulated
room.
to accept it blindly?
Accepted blindly. What's this? This is just gonna lead more and more into the story.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blind to the
But here was the
world.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Oh, so that's why he doesn't
or
feel his
sad or
stuff
content.
anymore.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would
status off.
never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
This is big
For
red
he
button though.
would
Well, let's
dismantle the controls once and for
just
all.
do. Makes sounds. Sounds. Mind control idle awaiting input. Wonder what the coding is over there. Right, let's turn it off. Let's press the big red button. Press it at all? I have to go further into the... Man, this is just creepy. System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Kind of want to press on just to see what happens. Press off. That's scared me a bit. What's going on now? Does Stanley escape? He must. That's a creepy game.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Certain.
Was it over?
Was it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
I
Unshackled
win.
himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Can you walk around
And yet,
outside? That's cool.
Even as the
I hope
immense
so.
door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Where had his
How had
co-workers
he
gone?
been freed from the machine's
Maybe you can play
grasp?
and work it out.
What other mysteries
I
did
hope
this
so.
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Tree!
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Where this building
Happiness.
was it in
Perhaps
the
his goal
sea?
had
or
not
was
been to
this-
understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
I'm confused. Where is this
Whatever
building
life
located?
he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley
Where's this
stepped
building
through the
located?
open door.
I can't leave now. No, I can't do it. Whoa.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling
cool.
of liberation,
Stanley
the
should be
immense
happy.
possibility of the new path before him. This
Someone
was
make it
exactly the
louder.
way,
I
right
see
now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. He was happy, everybody. Stanley was happy. So we finished the game first shot. That was really easy. I know there's a bunch of other endings. I'm suffering from hay. So we're gonna play through it
All
one
of
more
his
time.
co-workers were
But we're not
gone.
gonna do the same thing. We're gonna
Stanley
Right.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
opposite
a memo.
process. Pause. That way.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So that's exactly what I want to do. The employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yes,
Stanley
totally
simply
worth
stood here, drinking it all in.
it. View. Let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No thanks. Let's go the other way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
But we already know why I wasn't fired years ago. It's because I was being controlled. How do you get over there? Can you get over there?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Maybe I can jump
but the
off onto
fact is that the
my
story
damage
has
from
been
being
about
invisible.
nothing but you all this time.
The story is all
You're
about you.
neglecting Stanley, someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
What? Oh god, that scares me.
That's her, Stanley.
Uh-oh. Relax.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold
your
on, sweetie.
flashback.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh god.
Gotcha.
What the hell?
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really
This guy's
going on
mean.
here.
What should we call this guy? We should call this guy something mean. I don't...
This is a
Punch
very
you.
sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. This is coming from a guy who tried to kill me. Let's not press you on looking. Can I press other buttons? Let's just press every other button. But you. Okay. It's not working.
Stanley is quite a
That's
boring
true.
fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Hey, don't call me that. It's me. Press I. Press U. Yep. Can't do
Look at
that.
him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press O. Is that zero?
But in his mind,
that's zero.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Fantastic
Behind his
adventures.
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, Stephen.
And so he began to do his own job. One day, while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all his workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him.
That's really neat. Plus 5 to spend time with... Who's the boys? Let's have a look. Is it his children?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
So I'm imagining this now?
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
That's 72. Hold on. This is going to be a trick.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he reread it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some
This is a long ending.
Mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Very long ending. Please press 8 to tell your wife you love. My wife is fake.
There is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press O to do it. Let's not push it. Can I push every other button but O? Well, that might be zero as well. Yeah. Pushing button, validate, pushing. Alright. I wonder how long it can take him to say something. Just 10 o'clock. I don't remember the same thing really. Let's just push it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press G to question. That makes no
I
sense.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
So please don't. Oh God, what just happened? Okay. What just happened? Start again? Let's try one different ending.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
To the right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Big red button. Back on track. I'm gonna say big red button. It's probably gonna take me down to that lighting room again. If it says escape, I'll take the escape route instead this time.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Left. Can I go anywhere else? Yeah, can I stop? Wow. So I have to go left?
Oh, no. No, that's to the right, my mistake.
That's so mean. It scared me when it closed.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I don't like this.
We went down right, left, down, left, right. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
This is yes. Oh man, we're here again.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. Now, this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top. Alright. I think I'm gonna finish the episode there, guys. Thanks for watching. I guess I'll say... It's like... Tune in... Tune in? Anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. I will definitely be making another video. Has it gone black? It's gone black. Sorry, guys. But anyway, just to finish it, definitely be making another video on that next week, because there's heaps of different endings. It's a fun game. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my channels and my other videos. And yeah.